Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my silly survival world. I'm still partly see-through, and that is a problem. It's not just me either, Shroom is also partly see-through. It's very unusual. However, that is incredibly unrelated to today's topic, like everything I say in the intro. I have two primary plans today, I think. Two very important plans. One is less important, but it's something I have just thought of. Like, I hit record and it entered my brain, and now we gotta do it. I have made a fishing rod, and I want to head down. Ooh, that's a weird striking animation. I want to head down to the river here. Yes, we are going to, I guess, come down by the riverbank, sit down under the bridge, and it's getting late already. It's already dark. That's no good. But I want to catch a fish or two. Here comes our first catch. Yeah, what? I'm sorry, what? You can catch a fishing rod. That's insulting. Okay, we got a good rest up in the day one tower. Ooh, nah, I don't want to fish in the axolotl area. I think fishing in the river is cooler. Right. While we are hanging out here and fishing, I can tell you all a little bit about what I have done off camera. Back episode 54, I want to say, we worked on a mushroom stem farm, and I figured it out. I learned what I did wrong, and it's so stupid. It is so dumb. So, at the end, I ran out of glass on one glass block. I had to go get a replacement piece of glass, and I never put the redstone on top of it. That is the only thing that was wrong with the farm. I spent 2 hours on that farm, an hour of that just troubleshooting, and I didn't realize I was missing a single piece of redstone on the top. But since then, I have been able to operate the farm as intended. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Why am I fishing manually? We can just go murder the fish. Hello, fishies. Oh, this is much faster and easier. Why wasn't I doing this? Alright, I have just manually hunted for like 2 minutes. Ooh, man, the pufferfish is so silly. Kinda hold it like the ooh, okay, I just slammed my face into the camera. Kinda hold it like the bucket, huh? Okay, no distractions though. We are going out the back door here, and I want to pay a visit to my old iron farm. Now... oh. Man, okay. Well, I feel like I quite got my hopes up coming over here. Well, there's one other place that might do the trick. Back here in the mushroom field. Oh, that works out quite nicely because our friend Quinn has left us some gifts. And I will happily take these for the moment. Right over this way, there is a village. Okay, well... there is a village, but it appears to be completely devoid of villagers. Did Dell, like, come through and murder every villager in this place? Because if so, that would be, like, unfortunate. Oh well. I guess for the time being, we are not going to see any kittens. I will go ahead and put this up, and then we can focus on some, I suppose, more important things. I do have one very big other plan today. My only plan was not getting kittens. If we see any cats, though, we'll definitely detour for that. But this shulker box right here contains a lot of mushroom stem. Now, there are other materials that I need, but I do think today we can make our second mushroom. So I'm going to get that schematic put down somewhere here. I'm not going to show you. Ooh. Oh. Oh, you're a fox. Are you about to... okay, you're not about to moil that poor sheep. That sheep does not deserve that fate. Okay. Alrighty, it took me a hot second, but our next mushroom is going to be oh, Oh, right, I added sitting to the world. We can sit down. Isn't this just lovely? Well, a little bit of weird UI in the way, but that's free cam. That's my free cam button. All right, let's go over to the mushroom hut because I would like to sit inside of it while I tell you what's up. Now, I have made a good couple of improvements to my overall mushroom making process. This one is not going to be red. Finally, you can see down the bottom right that it's going to be orange, and we need a lot of orange concrete, but I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be worth it. Right, Shroom? Look how awesome he is. He's so bouncy. Also, for the stems, if you look out... Why do I keep free camming? Okay, if you look... The mouse is weird to... Yep, I give up. Okay, if you look over at the big shroom here, you'll see there isn't any variation in the stem, so I've just started mixing with noise some pale oak pale oak planks into the stem, and I think it matches really well with the mushroom stem blocks. So we will need to gather that, some honeycomb blocks as well. I don't know why there was a huge pause between... We'll need to gather that as well as some honeycomb blocks, which we should have chilling out in the nether, so that should be real quick and easy to knock out. Really, I think orange wool will probably be the biggest trouble for us because we just don't get a whole ton of wool as is. I might even go and check out what Dell's string prices look like, because I'm pretty sure he has a ton of string, and I would like to knock this mushroom out pretty quickly. Oh, and of course we can check up on the concrete situation. Yeah, okay, we don't have very much at all. We can make 2 stacks. Orange dye is at least very easy because it's just poppies and dandelions combined, so we have plenty of both. Very easy to access. It's going to be interesting once we get into some of the weirder dyes, because I do generally want to have mushrooms of every color, like every concrete color, you know, except for maybe like light gray, dark gray, but yeah, all the good colors, all the colorful colors. Now let's hop into the shop here. Huh? Oh, there's the bell. I didn't hear it the first time I entered. Alright, string. Oh, that looks very strange. Ooh, okay, hold on. This is 4, 8, 12, 16. That's 4 stacks. If I buy him out of stock, then I'm good to go. Okay, I'm going to go back home, and I'm going to grab some funds. We are buying this guy out of stock. Alright, we are back off on our way. I also shrunk down the material list there because I realized that where we updated to 26.1, I had not yet done that. Whoop! Thank you, landing pad. Oh, well, that's not the first minecart that's done that, huh? Oh. Oh, look at the little flowers falling from there. Huh. That's very cute. Now, over here, yep, we just have a whole ton of emeralds. I'm actually just going to overpay for what's in there by a little bit for simplicity's sake. And we're just going to hop up. Okay. The timing on that is very strange. But we're going to hop over here. And for a stack and a half of emeralds, I believe I am fair in taking 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is a total of 16, which will make 4 stacks of wool blocks. Now that should be pretty quick and easy to convert into orange, so we can basically call wool done. Now we don't have a whole lot of sand and gravel. I know that there's a lot of gravel to be had down in here, but I don't love digging out terrain, right, around populated areas like these. So I think I would rather go underground and see what gravel patches we can find. That means another trip to the pit. I love big holes. Now, I'm sure there's going to be gravel patches down here that have been unclaimed. Actually, yeah, in the caves, that'll work. It is a little dark for you all, I know, but I have found my first gravel patch. I only need 5 stacks, so 1 or 2 patches should do the trick. What? What? I walked like 50 blocks, maybe. What? There's so much diamond here. Oh, there's another vein. I feel obligated to take it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of it, but I don't know. When we eventually make diamond block house, I guess it'll be useful. Okay, we are back out of the caves, and I am somewhere out in the field here. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of gravel from that trip. 2 stacks about. But this isn't a very bad patch. Alrighty, we are at 7 stacks of gravel. Now I just need to do the same for sand. Luckily we have ender pearls on us, and the village is very close where the beach is all tore up. Alrighty, sand should make for an even easier process. Can I say how much I love these footsteps? These are very, very cute. Very subtle effect. What is not a subtle effect is these particle effects off the items from subtle effects that I haven't figured out how to disable. Wait, I think... Oh, that's the perfect setting. Now, rare items will have the effect, but common items do not. Okay, I really was hoping for a setting like that. That's actually awesome. Subtle effects is a great mod, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I said that. That was mean. It's a cool mod. I really like it. 7 stacks of sand. Now we just need a whole ton of dye. Okay, well, I'm going to head over to Dell Industrial here because I need to get bone meal, and I believe I've spent all my bones on the mushroom farm. Now, I highly doubt we are going to need more than just 1 stack of bones here. Now, I'm going to head back home and bone meal the rose bush right outside. And I'm just going to spend all 3 stacks of my bone meal on this real quick. Okay. In combination with our mountains of dandelions, we should very easily be able to make a ton of orange dye. Just lots and lots of the stuff. Now, my inventory is jam-packed, but we are going to need to make some space here to make all of the concrete. Okay, that covers us on concrete powder. Now I can pick my stuff back up. And we need an additional 4 stacks of orange dye minimum? Yeah, because we need to dye all of the wool, and that is so expensive for no reason. Fortunately, we just have lots and lots of dyes, so we cover that very easily. Now I also want to check how much... Okay, we have some honeycomb block. Not a ton, but some. Alright, now comes the fun part of the game where I go to sleep, but then I am going to have to sit for like 10 minutes while all of this concrete powder converts. Why is there an E here? Boy do I wish that 26.1 data packs worked on 26.1.1. Oh, crap, wait, no, I was getting ready to... finish. I did finish, and now I've broken it. Oh, okay. Smooth stone in here. Okay, repair that, and we should have all of the orange concrete converted. Now, all that is left is for us to probably grab out some extra bone meal, get our pale oak saplings, and we're just going to grow and break this well, maybe just 1 time actually is all we'd need. Alright, pale oak up, pale oak down. And yep, that is more than enough for our purposes. Can we not hit half a stack? Really? Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, we'll take this one, and that... oh, never mind. It's 4 stacks, not 1 stack. I was thinking it multiplies into 4, and so... Okay. Alright, I believe we just need 48 logs, and now if we take these 48 and do that, now we have 4 stacks of planks. So I can take these and... Oh, it's this shulker box. This is handy. Yeah, we'll bring it with us. Now there is but 1 material remaining, and it is probably the hardest of the bunch for a regular person who doesn't have a bee farm from ages ago that they're still mooching off. I gotta make a new bee farm eventually, because that one's not chunk loaded anymore, and we're not doing chunk loading, because chunk loading bad for server. Now, from Nether, we drop down, and here is the old bee farm. Could even AFK it ever. What are you guys doing? What are they doing? Okay. We have plenty of honeycomb. Should be very easy to put us together. A quick stack of that. Not quite enough, but one more of these will add us 16, and that does cover it. At this point, there is only one thing left to do. Through the portal we go. And now we can begin. Right there, where that blue square is, I will be building the entire thing. I guess I will once again leave us a block right here. So this is where I shall return. I will see you on the other side. And it has been done. I do not know how well I lined up the camera, but we have an entire new mushroom here, and it is also very, very dark. Maybe I should have set our spot on the other... Hello there. What a strange individual. Maybe I should have set our standing spot over... Whoa, look how fat you are. Why are you so big? Wow. I love you. I don't... I've never seen them that large. That's not normal, right? He's so cute. His animation is incredible. He's so bouncy. Oh my goodness. Okay. This mushroom doesn't look as good from the backside. And I also think I might have done the schematic wrong. It might be cut off on the edges here, so I don't know if that's something I should fix in the future. But this side looks pretty good, and this is the important side. It's a interesting shape. I want to get a little wackier with these. I made this one quite a bit sharper, pointier. I want a lot of different kinds of mushrooms, because mushrooms can come in so many different shapes. I will say this one is also a warm tone. We have orange and red. I think maybe we will want to go for something cooler next time, like a cyan would be nice potentially. There's a lot of potential in that. Potential. I said it twice and I didn't like it. Okay, let's go and light this thing up underneath, just preemptively before monsters become an issue. I will once again be pulling out the old F3 and G trick, and then I don't need to start all the way out there, but we can start on this corner, and I guess I should check how I did it over here. Alright, that really didn't take much at all. I really do think we should start lighting these up more on, like, the dark sides here, or I guess just going up the stem in general. It's something I could probably plan for in the future, actually include it in the schematic and everything, because I just don't think they look as good when the stem is all dark and you can't see it at all. For the time being though, I think that mushroom is a nice addition to the area. As we get more of these, I think it will get a lot more fleshed out. Of course, we will probably want to make a lot of smaller ones. They're the ones that are really gonna fill the place. But these are big feature pieces, and I really like them, and I want a lot more of them. What will the cyan one even look like? We don't really have a flat mushroom yet. I feel like if we do a very big flat mushroom, we should put something on top of it. I don't know what, but I know some should be. What are you looking at me like that for? Now, one other thing that is in my plans, I definitely want pathways going around. I want this to feel like a little secluded mushroom village. I don't know if this will be like the building standard. I mean, this is like a cool standard for buildings if I'm being real. So maybe this could be the standard. I mean, I'll definitely look into more designs and everything, but I know for a fact that I just want, like, mostly mushroom, or mushroom? I mostly want mud brick path here. Keep the center mostly packed mud. Do we have packed mud? We do have packed mud in the shulker. Now, I do want mostly mud pathways. It's a really nice neutral color, and I think it will work really nicely when we have a load of different colors everywhere just popping constantly. I'll also probably want to make a couple of generic mushrooms, just I'd say maybe 8 different designs for like 7 to 9 block tall mushrooms that will cycle between all the different colors. So say there's like 10 colors, that's 10 times 8. We'll have 80 different schematics to choose from on mushrooms that we place around, and just absolutely fill the place out. But that's going to be a lot of different resources we'll want to bulk up on, and a lot of development for the area. For the time being, I believe that I will be seeing you all tomorrow. Bye.